Are the people who pay for your goods and services your customers, your patients, your students, your residents, your guests? How about the people working for you? Are they associates, team members, partners, employees, or cast members? Merely changing the nouns or verbs won't ensure a culture dedicated to world-class customer service or create a motivated and engaged workforce. Equally preposterous is the notion that simply slapping a fresh coat of paint on a dilapidated, run-down house will bring it up to code. Just as paint won't improve the structural integrity of a building, expertly designed training interventions and clever words for customers or employees have absolutely no value without leadership support. Yet the debate about how to best address our customers and our employees consumes valuable time, energy, and money in many organizations facing much larger issues. For those organizations, assessing and clarifying organizational values is a precursor to future improvement. Let's start with trust. Picture the following scenario in front of It's a Small World After All at Disneyland. Timothy, a custodial cast member, is scurrying about sweeping up trash when he hears a child crying. Well, that child happens to be near the popcorn kiosk. Timothy knows that child probably dropped his popcorn, which is a common occurrence at Disney. The child just dropped a $4 or $5 box of popcorn, and he is upset beyond belief, as are mom and dad and many other guests who are seeing this going on. This is definitely not the happiest place on earth. Yet Timothy is empowered to make his way around the crowd, grab a free box of popcorn, approach the child, kneel down, and engage him. Hey buddy, is that your popcorn? Yeah, that's mine. Do you mind if I share with you a secret from Mickey Mouse? Oh, that'd be great. As soon as you say that, the kid stops crying. As soon as you say that, mom and dad are engaged. And then you pull out this fresh box of popcorn and say, hey buddy, do you want a fresh box of popcorn from Mickey? You have just turned around the day of a child, of that child's parents, maybe 15 other guests, and I have a cast member, I have an employee who walks away 10 feet off the ground. Profound doesn't come close to describing the impact of this interaction on the child, his father and mother, the many guests who've gathered, and Timothy, my sweeper. He is equally pumped up by this interaction. He's turned into a superstar, a superhero. Unfortunately, however, some organizations seem determined to undermine employee trust, morale, creativity, and effectiveness, up and down the hierarchical chain of command with restrictive policies. Far too many organizations spend more time worrying about the cost of the popcorn than creating a culture promoting staff unity, morale, and exemplary guest service. Handing out free stuff is certainly not the answer to solve every problem. The organization that constantly rectifies problems by doling out free stuff by comping is likely plagued by more fundamental issues. Yet, companies with the best products and tightest service standards must prepare for eventual customer complaints and requests. Too few are well prepared. I'll have to ask my supervisor reflects the sad state of organizational health for legions of employees and their disgruntled customers. Potential problems are not even discussed or talked about or anticipated. Then resolution strategies. If you're not talking about problems up front, how do you resolve these? They're not discussed. And finally, employees don't know what to do and they're not trusted to solve the problems. So you've got upset employees, upset guests, and an organization spinning out of control. Those managing the Disney University and their counterparts in operations at Disneyland theme parks around the world know how to solve these problems because they relentlessly consider potential problems well in advance. What do we do when things don't go according to script was a common phrase we used at Disney University. Managers and cast members constantly assess and even role play guest problems and the resolutions to those problems. The cost to Disney of a box of popcorn is pennies, yet the message conveyed to guests and cast members is worth the weight of the popcorn in gold. Actions speak louder than words. We really do care about your happiness. Trust. Empowered cast members can solve the most commonly occurring problems. Popcorn empowerment embodies an organizational culture crafted carefully and methodically. Timothy, the sweeper, his problem-solving strategy is but one example of creating a culture dedicated to service excellence. A culture of what we would call cathedral builders instead of bricklayers. Everybody is part of building the environment. In my newest book, Disney U, I reveal how the heart of the Disney culture describes the values and the operational philosophies that support the world-famous Disney brand. I interviewed many former Disney legends while writing Disney U. And by you reading Disney U, essentially you learn directly from those Disney legends, men and women who spent their careers working directly with Walt Disney and the founder of the Disney University, Van France. Disney U contains never-before-told stories from these numerous Disney pioneers who share behind-the-scenes stories and secrets of how they helped bring Walt's dream to life. Through 13 chapters, and I actually call them lessons, I reveal how Disney has driven profits and growth worldwide for more than half a century. To this day, the Disney University continues to turn out some of the most engaged, loyal, and customer-centric employees the business world has ever seen. Using the lessons outlined in Disney U will set your organization on a path of sustained success. Order your hard copy or email your copy today on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or go old school and visit your local bookstore. My publisher, McGraw-Hill, has done a fabulous job of getting Disney U into every conceivable book-selling outlet. And remember, leaders are readers. Happy reading.